Good morning, this is Penny Ferguson. I live in again on a Wednesday. I just want to say to you that last Thursday, as many of you know, because many of you have seen and commented, I did a webinar and it was a conversation with Chris Weston. And for those of you who haven't seen it, I honest to God recommend that you look at it. He inspires me. Every time I have a conversation with him and he talks about leadership, he inspires me. And it reminded me, Lance Secretan, I have to be honest, I had to look up and see who Lance Secretan is, but apparently he's a thought leader and has written lots and lots of books on inspirational leadership. And this is a quote that's in my Living Leader book. And it's just wonderful. Leadership is not so much about technique and methods as it is about opening the heart. Leadership is about inspiration of oneself and of others. Great leadership is about human experiences, not processes. Leadership is not a formula or a program. It is a human activity that comes from the heart and considers the hearts of others. It is an attitude, not a routine. And I really read that, and I read it last night thinking, what am I going to talk about today? And I thought, oh my God, that absolutely epitomizes 100% what Chris Weston is all about. And we've had some incredible comments back from people who have said that they watched it and what it did. And there's one that I'd specifically like to read to you because I just think it summarizes so much about leadership, which is so important. And this is from somebody called Caroline Owen. And I'm going to read you exactly what she said. There was something incredibly comforting for me about Penny Ferguson's interview with Chris Weston yesterday. I first worked for Chris around 15 years ago, and the lessons I took from him then still ring very true for me today. The comforting thing being that Chris is still sharing those exact same words that inspired me to want to do my best work for him at the time, and which spur me on to do my best work for every client I work with now. Have the courage to be authentic. Don't be afraid to show what you care about. Give people the space to do their job. Listen to them and encourage them to do it themselves, and give them the credit when they do. Stay true to yourself and always behave in that way, regardless of what others around you are doing. Look after your people. They will look after your customers, and that will bring you the business success you want. I've been feeling a bit of a lull this past few weeks, searching for the right project to focus my energy, and I really needed this boost. Staying true to myself and looking for a project that I really care about. Thank you, Penny and Chris. And I really beg those of you who haven't seen it to watch this conversation I had with Chris Weston. He is amazingly inspirational, and so much about it is having the courage to be authentic, and secondly, recognizing that in each moment of every day, people will notice and react to your behaviors in each moment. So it's no good thinking about leadership on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and on Tuesday, Thursday, losing the plot because you're not feeling good or something's happened and put you in a bad mood. It's about recognizing that in each and every moment, people will notice and react to the way you behave. And I have worked with Chris for, I think it works out at about 25, 26 years. And watching him and observing how he holds this close to him, how he cares about people just so much and is so determined to live in that way, that it's really key. So do watch it, please. I know I'm asking you to do something rather than sharing too much with you, but just recognize that leadership is part of every minute of every day of your life. And if you can get your head around that, choose who and how you want to be. Do you want to be the sort of person that is truly a leader? Then recognize people are going to look at you and look for you demonstrating those behaviors every minute of every day. And that's